All right, so today we worked on a couple attacks from top side control. I would certainly label these in the fundamental category. We used two with the gi. So first we fixed your side control. We don't want to be like in this kind of off. We want our right hip glued to our partner's right hip. Remember, Phoenix Jiu-Jitsu, we always want an underhook and a cross face if we can get it, and people will often give it to us, so we're okay with it. We're going to take our left thumb, and it's going to go in line with his spine, and I'm going to make a grip. Can you roll up just a little bit? My grip isn't just here. Look, I make the grip, and then I turn. All right, so now I've got a set grip, okay? So I'm going to pop up the knee on belly, so I pop up, my knee goes in his sternum, my right hand goes palm up, and remember we want our pinky and pointed fingers touching. My elbow comes to his sternum, and I scrape into it. Okay, that's step one, sorry for goods. Step two, same grip with the left hand, and I'm going to step over. So I take my head, put it over his hip. Now I step through, and I'm going to step over. I want my heel to be close to his shoulder. From here, I curl and straighten my left hand. Okay? We worked on understanding how to get the hand to the wrong, quote-unquote, side. So my partner has framed out, right? He comes in front. That's no good for me. I'm going to go right hand palm up to my awaiting left hand, my cross face. My elbow goes to the mat, and I use a rotation to open up that space. I'm going to root around like a hog, goes ear to ear. Now he can't get his hand back in front. I'm going to release, and the only place he can put his hand is on the wrong side. So when he does, I come through what we call the false grip, and I pinch. Okay? Remember, we talked about if he wants to put his hand back in front from this position, we're ready. We've got that ice cream cone situation from the Americana. We did not drill that today. So, false grip. My right hand goes super deep on the bicep. My right elbow comes to the rib cage. My right knee comes to his hip, and I replace that weight that was in my torso with his elbow. There. I'm going to use this to turn him, so I drive my elbow to the mat, and I take a half a step. This is to block him from coming too far this way. This grip keeps him from going back flat to the mat. I'm going to pinch with my ear to my shoulder, gable grip, my right hand down, and in a sawing motion, remember I want to be right at that nodule, right? So I run to the end of the lever, sawing motion, and pull forward. There's a good chance that he don't like this pressure and he turns his hand down. So I'm going to run an S grip back through this hole. My right hand goes to his wrist, left hand goes to my wrist. Remember, we talked about all that deflection stuff. That stuff is good. We're not saying don't do that. We're just talking about the mechanics of the keyboard. From here, I want his elbow tight to me and his thumb going towards his hairline. So here. Not here. Here. Use the weight of my body. If my opponent goes back flat, which would be the smart thing to do, I'm going to break my fall with his arm. I'm going to switch my hips, and I'm going to step over his head and pull. Now, as long as there's a bend in his arm, I can make a Kimura work. But what I would like to have is everything in super tight and drive his hand towards his hairline. And there you have it.